Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Adonis Albright.
And I'm Jenny Day. Arizona Western College announced tonight that masks will be required while indoors when classes start this Monday. In a statement, AWC says masks will be required inside campus facilities, quote, in situations where social distancing isn't possible.
AWC is citing the rise in COVID cases across Yuma County, including the spread of the Delta variant. This follows suit with other colleges and universities across Arizona that have implemented similar policies.
Yeah, so this comes as COVID-19 outbreaks are already disrupting classes just a couple of weeks after students have gone back to school.
News 11's Arlette Youssef has more on the rising number of COVID cases in our classrooms.
COVID cases are up, and children under 12 are still not eligible to get vaccinated, but they're back at school. McGraw Elementary School in Yuma is the first campus that has completely canceled in-person learning for 10 days due to an outbreak. Meanwhile, the Crane Elementary School District says it is contacting parents when their children may have been exposed to someone who tested positive for COVID. So far this week, the district has reported a total of 27 new cases, 5 of those at Ronald Reagan Elementary. One local mother has questions.
All the kids are required to have certain shots before they go to school to have that, but if there's no shot for the kids yet, why is it optional for them to wear a mask or not? And why didn't us parents get the option to do remote until there's a vaccine out there for us to choose from?
Tinajero is not the only one concerned about schools becoming COVID super spreaders. Hear from another concerned local mother right here at 6. Reporting in the newsroom, Arlette Youssef, News 11.
So, like Arizona, Florida has also put a ban on making masks mandatory, but one school district is doing so anyway after 4 teachers died from COVID-19 just within the last 2 days. Excuse me. According to the Broward Teachers Union, the teachers were on summer break when they got the virus, and at least 3 of the 4 were not vaccinated, but one had been recently cleared by a doctor to get the vaccine. Again, the Broward County Public Schools Board voted to require masks in school and defy Governor Ron DeSantis' ban on mask mandates.
We've been in this conversation about masking up in the schools, and our own elected governor acting like masks are not necessary.
Yeah, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends that anyone over the age of 2 and not fully vaccinated should wear a mask in public, indoor places to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. Currently, Arizona schools can only recommend masks. For those of you in the Valley, California is leaving it up to each district to decide. And tonight, the former governor of California is weighing in on the issue.
And the only way we prevent it is to get vaccinated, to wear masks, to do social distancing, washing your hands all the time, and not just to think about, well, my freedom is being kind of disturbed here. No, screw your freedom, because with freedom comes obligations and kind of responsibilities. We cannot just say, I have the right to do X, Y, and Z. When you affect other people, that is when it gets serious.
Well, staying on COVID, another unintended consequence has led to a shortage of bus drivers, and it's leading to delays for kids and additional work for employees.
Yeah, fewer drivers also means more students on buses. News 11's Cody Lee is at the bus yard with more details on why this shortage is just so severe.
Yuma Schools Transportation is in charge of pickup and drop-off for all YUHSD and District 1 schools. The Transportation Division is short about 20 drivers, which is causing a strain on staff. It's something the division sees every year, but this year it's different. The lack of bus drivers in Yuma County is causing drivers to run their route twice since more students are on the bus. Licensed office staff are now having to go on routes themselves, and many drivers are having to pull double shifts. The COVID-19 pandemic also didn't help with keeping current staff on board.
People were off of work and they found other work before they came back, and some just decided, I think, not to come back just because of the pandemic and how bus driving, and that's not all over yet. And so we are having, students in buses that we're with, and some people just aren't comfortable doing that at this point anymore.
It's not just that. Other agencies like Department of Public Safety and the licensing department were not open for a period of time, causing a delay in training and certifying both current and new employees. Jenny Adonis, tonight at 6, I spoke to several bus drivers who actually love what they do. You won't want to miss what they say about this important job. Reporting in Yuma, Cody Lee, News 11. Back to you.
Cody, thanks. Well, some people will soon have a third shot added to their vaccine schedule.
Yeah, CDC advisory group now recommends people with weakened immune systems, like those who have had organ transplants or have advanced HIV, get a third shot to help protect them from getting sick. Chris Pallone with the latest.
With about half the people in the U.S. fully vaccinated for COVID-19, some Americans will soon be allowed to get a third dose.
The ayes have it, and the recommendation is adopted.
A CDC panel now recommending the use of the Pfizer and Moderna mRNA vaccines to offer additional protection to people with severely compromised immune systems.
There's a subset of the population who have immune compromising conditions for various reasons, which means that their body did not mount the same immune response to vaccination with 2 shots.
The move affects less than 3% of the population, but the CDC says those people make up more than 40% of hospitalized breakthrough cases. The CDC has not yet recommended booster shots for other Americans, but that could be coming.
No vaccine, at least not within this category, is going to have an indefinite amount of protection. Inevitably, there will be a time when we'll have to give boosts.
The Delta variant is causing COVID cases to rise sharply across the country. Hospitalizations are up 31% over last week. Some states like Mississippi are building field hospitals to deal with the influx.
When you're seeing a field hospital at a major academic medical center, we're pretty much on the, at a collapse type system.
Doctors in the hardest hit states are urging people to get vaccinated to slow the surge. Chris Pallone, NBC News.
And here locally, another big jump for new COVID cases today. Yuma County says 100 more people were diagnosed with the virus today alone, and sadly another person died from it overnight. Imperial County health officials are only updating its numbers once a week. As for the vaccine rollout, close to 600 people were vaccinated today in Yuma County, and another 600 doses were administered in the valley.